There we go. There's my buddy. Come on, Chesty. That's okay. First day on the farm. Just brought home my new puppy, Chesty, English Shepherd. So he's finding out the new environment, and new noises, new smells. He seems to, I've already introduced him to my other dog, Jake. He seems to be getting along fine with him. The kitties getting along. He wanted to chase them. They didn't want to chase, so I guess they kind of figured out that got things worked out. Over by the pigs, over by the chickens and ducks. He's not too sure of the geese. They're a little too big for him right now, so they must look too scary, so he stays away from them. But he's been home since about 9 o'clock. I guess we got home this morning, and it's about 3 o'clock, so we've just been hanging out. He's adapting well. This is, I think, our 4th walk around. First hour or so we just sat in the house till he got adjusted, and a little over his total panic mode of being out of away from his other brothers and one sister. One sister got picked up yesterday, and he was the first of the brothers. I think, what was there, 9 in the litter? So total shock, total new world, but he seems to be adjusting well. His name Chesty comes from Chesty Puller, one of the most decorated Marines, and the head of the 1st Battalion, 1st Marines, and the 1st Marine Regiment in Korea. So that's where his name comes from. He's related to Thomas, my old dog, who got hit on the road. So we're kind of, I really like the family, the Partlows. They got some great dogs. So come on, let's go. Let's go for a walk. Come on, let's go for a tour. Come on. He seems to be getting along pretty good. The leaves are still on pretty good. Haven't had a hard frost yet, so we're getting along. I guess a good day to have a good tour here. What is it, the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. But quite a few apples still on the trees over here. He doesn't mind me getting a little ways, but then it's time to find me and get caught up. So that's that bonding. So we'll be together for pretty much non-stop for today and tomorrow, and then Monday I'll go into work, and he'll be on his own for a few hours. There he goes, crapping time. I was wondering he hadn't done that yet. So peed in the house several times and several times out here, but good job, Chesty. Good job. This is where you want to go, is outside here. There we go. Okay, come on. But here's some of those snow apples, I believe these are. Right here. I've got the majority of them off. Just a few eyeball ones hanging. And then down here, these are my later varieties too. And Most of them have dropped this year with all the moisture we've had. I don't know why, but a lot of stuff just matured early. It was cooler summer than normal, and it just kind of how it worked, I guess. Now here's the grape orchards and the grape trellis. They're all coming along pretty good. The grapes are definitely getting a little more dormant. Now this is one of my training thing for these English Shepherds. They're similar to an Australian Shepherd. They're what's called the old farm collie. The main difference that I really like with them is they don't range near as far. As you can see for my area, I've got a lot of farm country, and I've got about a mile to the next farm. I've got one vacant farm a quarter-mile away. But I don't like a dog that runs from farm to farm. And these guys, for the next probably 6 months, every time I get home, I will come out and we'll walk the perimeter of my property. And what happens then is, as he gets older, when I pull into the farm, he will actually run the perimeter and then come up to my car. So when he sees me pulling in, he goes and checks the perimeter first, and then he comes back and comes to me. But he goes and checks and verifies that everything's fine, and that's just a nature of the breed. They're more of a they can be herding dogs and stuff, but they like to work a certain territory. Now I usually just keep them on my little acreage, but you can work an entire farm and different farms, and they're very adaptable. But that's just one of the traits that they have. This guy, get everybody tied up next year. There's my trellises, nice. He's just kind of staying with me and seems to be just fine. These trellis systems kind of tied up, seem to be going good. We'll see once I get the good weight on it. I've got plenty of extra steel to help support these posts, so I've got it coming from both directions just so that it doesn't twist and turn. Fields. Here's some more of my fruit trees. Quite a few of these plums that I put in 2 years ago, so hopefully next year I'll get some crops off of them. A few replacement trees in here. These apples produce pretty good. My peaches died out on me, so I've got them pushed over and get some new ones ordered for next spring, get those put in. So that's just the problem in my climate. Peaches are about a 12-year crop, and you'll get about 4 good, well, you'll get 4 crops out of them, maybe one good, possibly 2 good crops. There's my hogs, the mulefoot hogs. Kind of building a second little area here for them to get moved over, and I'm going to butcher the one here shortly, so that way I've got 2 pens. I could separate them out and then just go ahead and butcher the one. There he is. How you doing there, guys? Chesty? There he is. Right there. I was going to say, he usually doesn't keep very far from me. Here's my Wolf River apple. They were just huge this year, so got 2 of those. This is one of my other early apples. I need to look that up because it actually produces very good, very nice flavored apple. Early apple. And okay, not very good. But I lost several of my peaches and plums here, so I need to get them replaced as well. Over by the bees. Yep, get stung. That would not be a good first experience. I think I'm gonna stop this tape and then start another one.